My name is Eric Phelan. I am one of two K-9 officers here at the Sherburne County Jail. I started with the jail in May 2008. I was originally a housing officer and then moved over as a booking officer. In 2009, correctional officer Linda Stang became the K-9 handler, and she got K-9 Harry. By May of 2010, she not only became regionally certified, but nationally certified, which is unheard of in the K-9 industry.
We became an incredible team. He was just a great dog and does a great job. We would find drugs when they would come in on people from in the intake area. I worked with Drug Task Force, and they would call us out to the UPS and FedEx locations. And when they decided to retire Harry, they decided to continue with the K-9 program and decided to get another K-9, and Eric was chosen to be our next K-9 handler.
I met Miko August 2011. At that time, it was determined that Miko would be a perfect single-purpose dog. That means he would be a narc dog. He wouldn't do apprehension or anything else. He had already been imprinted. He had actually spent extra time with the person that went and bought him in Europe, so he was actually quite loyal to that individual. So when I got him, he really didn't want anything to do with me. So I actually had to keep him an extra week to get to know me before we even started training, because he virtually wouldn't listen to me at all. Once he realized that I'm not the big dumb guy he probably thought I was, the bond grew. After that point, we did a 3-week class on basically teaching me how to get Miko to work for me. And after that point, we certified and became a K-9 unit. Somebody told me one time that an addict doesn't stop being an addict because they come to jail, they just work harder to get it here. And I knew bringing in the dog might open the doors to figure out what kind of issues we have for narcotics. We eventually realized it's got to come in through the front door or entry points. And that's what we need to focus on. We started working there, and then we found out that it comes through the mail and volunteers that come in. So we start focusing on schools and gyms and different areas where these individuals use that space. Pretty soon it was, you gotta check the whole facility. And so our goal by the end of the week was to get Miko everywhere in this facility. Even if we didn't find anything in that particular unit, in that particular space, if the inmates saw us working there, it was always in the back of their mind that we're looking for it. And it was a deterrent for them to hold on to it. Even if they're getting rid of it by flushing it down the toilet, at least we were making that effort to get it out of this facility and try to keep this a safer environment. Other agencies that are interested in a K-9 program, their main look at it is the cost. But if you look at the time that it saves, for instance, to do one of our housing unit may take 20 officers an hour and a half, where it would take the dog 30 minutes to go through that. The dog's nose is almost like a superhuman power. It's to the range of 12,000 times better than our sense of smell. So when there's something there, they're able to save time and detect it to a degree of 100% certainty. The biggest notable find for Miko, he was a part of finding 67 grams of meth in one of our housing units. And with a lot of work and follow-up, that was actually prosecuted. Now that Miko's getting older, he's starting to realize that he can't do what he used to do. He's becoming more of a couch body than before. There's going to be a period where he's not going to quite understand not coming to work. But I think with time he'll get used to it, and that home life, and he'll be showered in tennis balls and treats and become overweight and happy puppy. When it was introduced to bring on another dog to fill the role for Meeko when he retired, Officer Thiel was hired as the next K9 officer. And he got K9 Storm. And as soon as I met Storm, he was just doing circles. He had so much energy, he could barely contain himself, but immediately took to work.
Storm is roughly 2. He's a Shepherd crossed with a Belgian Malinois. He's from Slovakia. So with K9 Officer Phelan and Meeko retiring, the K9 unit in our facility is going to be down to 1 handler and 1 dog. When we utilize Storm, what we'll do is we'll bring him in. Every day we try to do a different portion of the jail where we do random shakedowns. Where we'll go in there with other correctional officers. We'll just go in through random cells, have them sniff different areas in the housing units. There's a lot of high value areas such as booking. We get every inmate that comes into our facility is going to go through this area of the jail, so we'll bring him in there a lot. Now, luckily, I've had about a year to train with Phelan and Meeko and kind of have Phelan show me the ropes and watch Meeko work, and it's been a great opportunity. And Phelan's given me a lot of knowledge and experience, so I'm grateful for that. And it's going to be tough shoes to fill, but we're going to try our best.
To come in here and to build this program up and do our jobs and be successful at it for the last 8 years, I can't stress enough what an opportunity it's been. I'm super grateful. I'll never forget it. This K9 program's off to a great start. This is definitely only the beginning.